Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our space. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, out of your life, out of everything to spend a little bit of time here with me. My name is Megan, and the people closest to me call me P. I first wanted to say that this video is going to be pretty choppy. I am sick, and I've been sick for 2.5 weeks now. I've been to two doctor's appointments, 3 COVID tests. I'm on antibiotics and steroids, and I'm still not better. And I just have been not finishing this video because I'm like, okay, I want to get better, so there's like continuity in the video and it's not so choppy and I don't sound different and I don't look different, but it's not happening. Like I don't even know why I'm still sick. I am just gonna film the parts of this and it's gonna be not that great. However, I still want to get this video out. I still want to say these things because I think they're important. So this video is going to be about things that have helped me get through this past year. And in this past year, we've been in the middle of a global pandemic. That has affected, I would imagine, every single person in this world in one way or another. And for many of us, it was really, really, really hard. I had to dig really deep, do research, and find things to help me get through this time. So I'm going to share some of them right now. You might already know everything that I have to say, and that's wonderful. You might have heard some of the things I have to say but never tried them, and that's okay too. I hope that there is something you can take from this video, and I would really love it if you had something that you could share and you left it in the comments and you let the rest of us know what you've done to get through this time. Because when things get really tough, I feel like there can never be enough tools in our self-care, in our, help toolbox that we have. So let's share these things together and collect them all, right? I'm gonna talk about some coping skills. The first thing is having a clean and organized space. Now, when I heard this, it was so overwhelming, just the thought of it, because I was quarantined with my 3 kids. Like, how do you keep a clean and organized space with 3 kids running around all day? It was so overwhelming, and when I feel that overwhelmed about starting something, I usually just don't at all start it. So I just don't do it. But I heard somebody talking and they said, just start small. Like, start in a small space, but in a meaningful space. I thought about it, and my bathroom. Like, the counter space, the countertop in my bathroom, that's a small space. It's a doable size. Like, I can clean that in just a few minutes, but it matters. It matters because I'm in my bathroom how many times a day? And so that was the first step that I took. Once I had my bathroom countertop cleaned, I took a lot of pride in that, and it was something that I really cared about. And I got that feeling when I walked in my bathroom, like, that feeling after you take a deep breath, you just kind of like, that's kind of how I felt when I would walk in my bathroom and I had a clean and organized countertop. So because I really enjoyed that feeling, I was like, oh, I want more of this. So I started to every night, okay, not every night, fine. Most nights I would organize my toddler's toys so that everything was set up nicely. So when we went down in the morning, it was like, oh, this is nice. And there were nights when I just didn't have it in me. Like, I did not have the energy to even look over there. And so I didn't. But in the morning, I would be like, ugh, we're going downstairs and it's a mess. So because of how good it made me feel to walk downstairs and see that it was like a clean and organized space, it was enough incentive for me to do it again. Even if I was tired, I was like, but I know how good it makes me feel. Again, I still didn't do it every day, but I did it enough to where it made a difference I felt like my life and the life of my toddler. It at least made my brain feel less cluttered, and there's like so much clutter in here that any little bit helps. I know that this is a very simple one, but for me, it's not always easy. And it is a coping skill that really helped me through this time. I knew that your sense of smell could trigger memories. I knew it was closely tied to that, but I didn't know that our sense of smell could shape and drive certain behaviors. It can boost your memory performance. It can boost your productivity. So specifically, something that I really liked as a scent in my house was candles. And I found this candle, and it is called Madness. So you're supposed to light this candle when there's madness all around you, and the scent in here just helps calm everything down. Whether or not that actually works doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All I know is that when I would light this, I automatically felt better. I was like, this is gonna be good. Things are gonna be okay. And it's by a company called Predominantly Black. I would light it, but I mean, it still smells, but it's empty because there's been a lot of madness in my life. So it's gone. It's gone. It's burned. It's done. I need another one. But there were like other candles that I could light. That one of them was called Solitude, and obviously that's for when I'm alone, you know, when my focus is on myself. And when I would light that candle, it was just like a reminder, you know, like, okay, this is the time that is for myself. There was another candle that I would light for productivity, and I was like, okay, we're cleaning now. Like, we gotta get stuff done. And so because my home became my entire world for a while, it was like using scents could kind of like change the mood, change the environment, and almost guide us through our day. It wasn't that serious. It was something that I could use that I really enjoyed as well. And I feel like there's a lot of options for different kinds of scents you can have in your house. Like essential oils is one. I found these plugins that are like not so harsh. They're a little bit more mild that I really enjoyed. And then even just like good smelling lotions and just anything that makes your space better is a bonus, you know? I live very far away from my family and most of my friends. And when traveling became unsafe and it was like for an indefinite amount of time, I felt even farther away from so many of my loved ones. To try and stay in touch, you know, we talk on the phone, text, FaceTime even, but it was really hard because we're in different time zones. And I have kids, and sometimes it's just really hard to coordinate times to talk. So then a friend of mine, we'll call her Missy, her and I started talking, and we hadn't talked in a while, and she was like, hey, get this app called Marco Polo. Ugh, I fell in love with that app immediately. I'm sure most of you already know about it, but it's a video messaging app. So because it was a video messaging app, we didn't have to coordinate times. I never had to tell anyone, okay, can you talk at this time? What are you doing? When can we make a time? And then I never had to cancel on anybody. Like, it was wonderful. So we could share our lives with each other more than just text, more than just talking. I could take videos of my life, my family, my house, and send it to my family and friends, and they could watch it at their earliest convenience. And they could do the same to me. I loved taking videos of my toddler. He loves to sing, he loves to dance, he loves to play basketball, he loves to run around, he likes to wrestle, and he's really funny. But he doesn't like to talk on the phone, like he's a toddler, not his thing. So I could take videos of him. I could also record my teenagers when they were talking about something that happened at school, their grades. When they got new lights for their room, I got to record them talking about them and send them to my friends and family. And not only could they watch them, but they can keep them and rewatch them. And my dad, he likes to watch his grandson be silly at night before he goes to bed. Being able to share our lives with each other when it wasn't safe to be physically close and we just felt so far away, it kept us connected in a way that I will forever be grateful for. routines. I learned the importance of creating and keeping routines, especially when times are really tough. There are so many things in the world that are out of our control. And during the pandemic, I feel like that was just compounded. Like, there were so many things that were out of our control, and a routine is something that we have control over. Routines gave me that sense of control that I really needed. And honestly, the routines that I had, they gave me a sense of pride, and I felt really good about myself after. It was like I felt accomplished, these routines that we had. So we had routines that the whole family did, which was like our dinner time routine. For my toddler, we had routines like his bedtime routine and his morning routine. And then I have my own routine, which is my nighttime routine. And my routine is in the cleanest, most organized part of my house, which is my bathroom. My nighttime routine consists of me lighting a candle, crazy, and putting on something that I like to listen to. Sometimes it's music, sometimes it's YouTube, sometimes it's those singing bowls. You can like look it up on YouTube, and it's so relaxing. It just depends on how I feel. And then I pamper myself. It doesn't always look the same for me every night. Like, sometimes I do steps 1 through 25 and I enjoy every single step. And sometimes I do steps 1 through 3 and I just enjoy those 3 steps. However, I do push myself to do at least the skincare part of my routine. I have to make time to love myself. Personally, loving myself isn't always easy, and I have to work at it. I have to work at the relationship I have with myself, and when I ignore myself, when I ignore the relationship with myself, I can feel disconnected, but that disconnection doesn't stop just within my own being. It starts to affect other relationships, and so the kinder I am to myself, and the more love that I show myself, the more love that I show other people. Pampering myself every day has been so important because it reminds me that I deserve to be taken care of, that my physical body deserves to be loved on every single day. No matter what I ate, no matter what I didn't eat, no matter how much water I drank, no matter if I exercised, none of those things play a role in whether or not I get pampered. I fill my cup every day so then I can pour into others. And even though there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I do believe that we are going to get out of this pandemic, life is still not going to be just like rainbows and butterflies. We all are going to have our own struggles down the road. So as horrible as this time was, I really want to take the things that we've all learned that have been positive for us, not forget them, and use them in the future to make us stronger, make us better. So for today, just for today, please take extra good care of yourself because you deserve it.